Good evening. Good evening. Hey, Mr. Howard. How you doing?
What's going on, Dr. Jackson? Good to see you.
Good to see you too, sir.
Let me see if I can make us both kind of spotlight both of us so we can both be up here. Boom! There we go, right there, boy. Oh, shoot. I need a haircut. Jesus. All right. So what's going on, guys? Can you hear me?
What's happening? We're here. You just finished teaching. What's going on?
Oh man, just got out of real estate class. But guess what?
What's that?
Can I tell you a secret?
Sure.
You really want to know?
Okay, I'm afraid.
Well, I just want to know how nosy you was, because if I say I can tell you a secret, you like, sure. If I tell you, it ain't a secret no more.
This is true. I typically don't want to know, because the less I know, the less I am responsible for. So I don't know if I want to know or not, but something major might be happening in the real estate department. So maybe you should share your secret. But you know that you're not just telling me right now, right?
Right. And you still like, yeah, tell me the secret. It ain't a secret if I tell you.
So no, don't tell me the secret.
All right.
What I want you to do, though, is first of all, we want to welcome everybody to Be Free University. What do we name this show? The Be Free TV live show with?
I don't know. Is it a show? What is it? I don't know what it is.
With Mr. Howard.
Let me bring it up, guys. I'm gonna bring up my chat so I can see those who are actually here, and I can chat with those as well, because I don't have it brought up right quick, and I like to see and I like to engage with people. So give me 1 second, y'all. But yeah, I had a pretty good day today, Rashida.
That's awesome.
You want to know what made it pretty good?
What made it pretty good, Mr. Howard?
Remember what happened while I was in staff meeting?
Yes, Mr. Howard.
I stepped outside a staff meeting. We had staff meeting going on, you guys, literally. While staff meeting was going on, I stepped outside a staff meeting for about, 15 minutes?
Yeah.
And made $90,000.
In 15 minutes.
Woo! Oh.
So what we're about to find out tonight is how he did it, right?
Guess what I did last month?
What did you do last month, Mr. Howard?
I made $90,000 again. That's $180,000 in 2 months. Oh, don't do it to me.
Don't do it to him. That's more than some people make in a year, in 2 years.
Yeah, that was last month when we closed on that, right? Or was that month before last?
Yeah, it was last month.
So yeah, so in 2 different months, we've now made $180,000.
That's awesome. So we're definitely going to talk tonight about how you did it. So
Can I take 2 minutes?
Welcome to people. You gonna tell me something else? Okay, I'm ready.
First house, I bought it for $300. On the second house, I bought it for $500.
So on the first house, you bought it for $300. You sold it for $90,000, and on the second one, you bought it for $500. You sold it for $90,000. Now we're gonna get into. I want to ask you some questions. Oh, give it to him.
I just gotta give my praise break for a minute. I just gotta give my praise break for 1 minute. Woo! I don't know if y'all shout or not, but I just want to say thank you. Yes.
That's so funny. I just had some little girls in my house, and they're church kids. So one of them was in the corner showing me what the lady was doing on Sunday. That's exactly what they were doing. You got to give God the praise is due unto him. So thank you for shouting for him tonight. Somebody said they're going to get on the B3 for you on the Hammond.
Hey, listen, you know what? I don't even need the B3. I don't even need it. Hold on, let me see if I can get these closing documents right quick.
So guys, welcome to Be Free University, to our live chat. We are going to be here Monday through Friday. You know,
on the back of it, so you can't see it. I can't see. Y'all can't see it.
Yeah, come closer. Yeah, right there.
All right, I want y'all to hold. These are closing documents. This one right here says how much money I got. Let me see if I can get it really close so y'all might be able to see. Yeah, should I show my money? I'll show my money. Okay.
No,
All right.
we can't see it. We can't even see you because of the background. We see your fingers.
You know what? I'm trying to take the filter off.
Sorry.
I put none.
It's
Hold on. I'm trying to fix it.
Fix it, Jesus.
Oh, you know, I fixed that thing.
There you go.
What does it right there?
$90,032.51.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Somebody praise him for me. Praise him with me. Praise him anyhow. Jesus. I just want to say thank you.
Thank you, Lord.
So yeah, we're gonna be talking about in this particular Be Free TV segment with Dr. Jackson. We're gonna be talking about how I did it. Cause yeah, $90,000 last month, $90,000 this month, it's $180,000.
I got a glory in
that literally you know happened. Can I tell you something else?
Yeah, of course.
By the end of the year, between refinancing and selling, it's going to be 1.1 million. Oh my God! I don't know. Yeah,
y'all been helping praise him.
It's going to be 1.1 million by the end of the year. These are properties I bought literally for 300, 500, 1,200, 3,000. I don't even know how to. Let me just do it one more time, y'all. Listen, these are closing documents. I mean, this don't get no more authentic than closing documents.
Don't get no more authentic than that.
Yeah. You know what? What my closing documents from the last one? Let me tell you, I'm gonna try Brittany pull them. Because I just want to show y'all $200,000 sitting in my hand, well, $180,000 sitting in my hand with 2 closing documents in 2 months. One house I paid $500 for, the other house I paid $300 for. I don't know what y'all talking about, but that ain't nothing but a test. Y'all understand? Y'all think I'm playing when I shout. I'm not playing. Y'all forgot 7 years ago I was homeless. I really need that to sink in for y'all. Like 7 years ago, y'all, I was really like, as my mom would say, didn't have a pot to piss in or wanted to throw it out of.
Throw it out of. That's it. That's my friend. You got to be country sometimes. That's it. That's a good old country saying.
That's what she would say. You ain't got a pot to pee in or wanted to throw it out of, but she didn't say pee up. Right? And you know, to say, man, listen, we own the properties that we own today. And that you know, we're refinancing, we're selling, we're closing on properties that literally by the end of the year we'll have, you know, liquidated $1.1 million in 7 years. And that's just liquidating. That ain't like what we had. That's just what we're gonna pull out liquid. I'm thankful, I'm grateful, but now it's my job to show you how y'all can do it too. And that's what I want to talk about today, is how you can do the exact same thing that I'm doing, because there's nothing special about me, guys. If I can do this, somebody said, Paula said she lost it all in 2017, 2019, so restoration is coming.
Restoration, that's right.
It's here, Paula. I promise you, restoration is here for you. And just don't give up, God. I promise you, the God that we serve, he wants you on top.
And he is working miracles every single day. We are definitely witnesses of that. He's doing amazing things, and restoration. He's a God of restoration. Absolutely.
So yeah, y'all had to excuse my shout, but seriously, when you start saying, hey, you know, it's one thing for y'all. See, this is what y'all don't get. Because you worth 15, 20 million don't mean you got 15, 20 million in the bank.
Right.
That's a whole nother story. How you think people like Rudy Giuliani, who was mayor of New York. He was actually, what is it? What was it? He was the country's mayor. What was it called? You know, but now he's going through legal things and he's like, oh, his legal fees are going to be $800,000 and he ain't got it. Because he's worth millions, but he ain't got millions. That's a
so right. So one of the things I think that people miss is there's a difference between being liquid and having assets.
Yes.
Between being liquid means you have cash money, and having assets. There's a huge difference. And so we're going to talk about some of that tonight. And before we do that, do we want to welcome everybody, tell them who you are, what you do, and introduce them to Be Free University?
Because we didn't do that, did we?
We didn't.
I just want to shout.
That's okay. You can shout. You deserve it. You work hard. I watch you work hard. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve that shout.
Rose and Queen is here. What's up, Rose and Queen? Corey Jennings is on Facebook. Corey Jennings is on YouTube. Good to see you, Corey. That's Pastor Jennings, by the way, I believe, if I'm not
mistaken. Pastor Jennings.
It's just happened in the band tonight. Listen, when y'all don't understand, man. Listen, I won't tell my story. Can we just kind of tell stories?
Whatever. This is your house. I'm here.
So real quickly, guys, my name is George Howard. I'm the founder of Be Free University, you guys. And I've been teaching financial literacy literally for 20 plus years. And I discovered a little while back that what I was teaching didn't work. I was teaching the debt-free living. I was teaching budgeting. I was teaching that stuff. But guys, once you're debt-free and you're budgeting, then what? You're still living a check to check. You're still, at a dead-end job. You're still, not free. You're still just not free. And it's got to be another way to do it. And then most people, we're telling them that you got to put more on this bill, but they can't afford to put more on the bill because they're already living check to check. They're already robbing Peter to pay Paul. So how do you do it? So what happens? And so guys, I really started studying. I figured out that most of the stuff that I was teaching was a bunch of BS. It just was. The system taught me and I taught it to y'all. And so, I hung up the insurance license, hung up the mortgage license, I hung up, my financial licenses. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to literally go out here and begin to teach stuff that's common sense and things that make sense and things that other rich people and millionaires and other people that are free are doing. And out of that, guys, we started Financial Freedom University, but that was centered around George Howard. I was teaching, all of the principles that I'm teaching now, except there were so many other things that I wanted to teach, but didn't feel like I qualified to teach, but I knew it was a great idea. So I met this young lady right here called Dr. Jackson, and she was like, hey, I'm setting people free too. Right. And so we partnered together and said, hey, listen, we're going on this journey in the kingdom of God to actually start setting people free. And we partnered together in 2018, 19. Which one was
it? It was the end of 18. So, yeah.
And then we started doing free workshops across the country in 19 then. And then we launched Be Free. Really, your last day was November 2020?
No. Yeah, 2020. Yeah.
So your last day of work was November 2020. And so, guys, we launched Be Free University. That's no longer centered around George Howard. It's centered around other educators who are better at different skill sets than I am. So when we start talking about the psychology of wealth, that's Queen. You start talking about credit. That's the credit goddess Rose, Allure, right? You start talking about trading. You're looking at Jenny Baker, Sean Sutton. You're looking at Julia Sanders. You're looking at Keith Sweat. You're looking at Corday.
The light skin version.
The light skin version, right? You're looking at Corday Blue Benji. You're looking at digital marketers. You're looking at people like Nathaniel Ellis. You're looking at business. You're looking at people like Armina Swittenberg. So these are people, you guys, that literally, and we can just keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going with the educators here at Be Free University. But what we did is we took a conglomerate of people and all of their specialized skill sets and said, let's put them on one platform. And so, guys, while I was selling at Financial Freedom University, while I was selling one course for $2,000 and $3,000 for one course, guys, we took it and took the pricing all the way down to $150 a month. And so not only do you get the course, but you also get live education, live teaching. Not only are you going to get the live teaching, but you're going to get things, going to get your credit together. You're going to get things like our easy estates where you can get your estate planning. You're going to get things like our financial freedom statements is going to help you get your money together. You're going to get things like our zero debt accelerator is going to help you get out of debt. Yes, all of these are compounded so that you have every single solution that you need to be free in order to be free, right? And so one of the things that we found out is that when we start talking about financial freedom is that how do you define financial freedom? Because what's financial freedom to me may not be what's financial freedom to Dr. Jackson. And what's financial freedom to Dr. Jackson may not be, financial freedom to Michelle or Paula or Stephanie who are here on Zoom with us, or those people who are watching us on over social media, right? Everybody defines it differently. And so we came up with a mission statement that we want to help you live life on your own terms. That's really what it's about. You get to define what freedom is, but you should have that choice to live whatever you define. And so at Be Free University, we call it your life,
your terms.
My job is to help you get there. And so we figured and we found out that the way to get there through passive income. So guys, today I'm going to be talking about real estate and my journey in real estate. But guys, there's so many, number one, there's so many ways to do it in real estate, right? You have so many, because I did it in tax lien certificate. Somebody else is going to do it in wholesaling. Somebody else is going to do it in Airbnb. Somebody else is going to do it in fix and flip. Somebody else is going to do it in whole rentals, right? Somebody else is going to do it in commercial real estate. Somebody going to do it in land development. There are so many ways to actually do it in real estate. But then you have things like trading that's passive income, or digital marketing that's passive income, or even doing taxes that typically is passive income, except this year, because y'all didn't work all throughout the whole year this year. The IRS had y'all busy, right?
Steele was just on the phone a few minutes ago trying to solve an issue. It's been.
You work 3 months out the year and you're free for the rest of the year, right? So we wanted to teach that. But this year, COVID kind of hung y'all up a little bit, right? But things like business entrepreneurship, and not entrepreneurship where you got to put in 40, 50, 60, 70 hours a week, because if you don't make the sale, you don't eat. No, putting systems in place to where other people now become your capital. I know it doesn't sound right, guys, but it's capitalism. And right now, you're not the capitalist, you're the capital. Let's switch the game. Let's reverse that. Let's make you the employer, not the employee. Let's make you the capitalist, not the capital. Let's make you the head and not the tail. Oh my God, that sounds like scripture, right? That's what it's all about, you guys. And what we're doing is that this is kingdom-based living. And so I'm going to talk today about my real estate journey, but there's so many other ways to get into real estate. Did I kind of say that right, Dr. Jackson?
Much.
All right.
So many ways to enter.
All right. So what I need you guys to do real quickly, you guys, I'm going to be dropping some nuggets today. If you guys will be so kind as to share this off across Facebook, share it across if you, I don't know if you can share it on YouTube. Give me a thumbs up on YouTube, put something in the chat and all those kind of things, you guys, because we're literally talking about today. Last month, I made $90,000. This month, I made $90,000. So in a matter of 60 days, guys, I made $180,000. And that was just the last 60 days. What I did not talk about is that I've owned this property for like 3.5, 4 years. No, I owned this property like 5 years, because it's I owned this property for like 5 years. This house, when I first got it, rented for $800 a month. Then we went to $900 a month, and it rents for $1,000 a month right now. So over the years, Rashida, if you really say 4 years and you say by $900, what is, like, just say 40 times 9 would be another $40,000 that I made off that, another $36,000.
36,000, yeah.
Another $36,000 on top of the 90. So that $300 investment for me made me $120,000 over 4 years. And altogether, what I got in there, including taxes, including maintenance, including me fixing it up, I probably have about $10,000 or $11,000 in that property altogether. So I netted off that one property over 4 years about $120,000, $110,000. 30 plus 90 is 120 minus the 10. So yeah, about $120,000 what I netted up that property in 4 years. And that's just one. That's not including all the rest of them. So that for me is, it's exceptional. And you don't hear stories like this. And when you do hear them, they don't tell you how they did it.
Right.
I'm here to tell you how I did it. And then, usually when they tell you it's because they got a $3,000 or $4,000 or $10,000 course that comes behind it. I don't have that. I got $150 a month that you can come get, not only real estate, but you can get all the other things I named about passive income inside of that, guys. So I'm going to take this filter off real quickly so you guys can kind of see real quickly that, and people think I'm playing when I shout. but I'm really not playing. Like I'm really not. I'm really grateful, right? So, shoot. Well, guess I got to put none on it. I don't like to show that background anymore because we changed our logo. All right. So, guys, these are closing documents. Let me see if I can get to my closing disclosure. And guys, you can see this is the closing disclosure here. And I don't want y'all getting my address. Let me make sure that it ain't on there. All right, it's cool. Right, so you guys can see up there that that's the property that we sold. It actually is dated for the 10th because that's when the buyer is going to actually close on their side. But we close on this today on my side. And I don't know if you guys can see, it's kind of blurry, right? Yeah, but as you kind of move all the way down here, and I want to go over there, you guys can see that I sold it for $90,000 and I took home today $82,296. Sold it for $90,000, but after closing costs, I netted $82,000. I sold it for $90,000. That was on the day. And then, guys, we did the same thing last month. And then next month, we're going to be refinancing 3 additional properties. We're going to be pulling out about $250,000. It's about $250,000. So in a matter of 3 months, we're going to do almost $500,000. And then we're going back to do another $600,000 after that. So you guys, this is, you're looking at $1.1 million. Let me put my filter back on because I don't like this background. I love the background, don't get me wrong. So what we got started, but I don't like to show our old logo. I want to show the new, the fresh and the new. All right. So that's it. I don't know. So Dr. Jackson, what are your, based on what you just heard, what are your thoughts about it?
So one of the things that always sticks out with me in your real estate journey is the fact that you show people literally how to do it. Let's talk about what happened. We launched Be Free University March 26, 2021, official hard launch. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the first auction with our students that you went through. I want people to understand that you literally walk them through the process. So I kind of want you to take us through what the steps are that you take the students through, and how we literally had 49 brand new students who had been in the university for a week, maybe. Correct. Some of them less than that.
So we did our hard launch on March 26th, you guys, and on April 6th, 7th, and 8th, we walked some of our students through a auction here in Lake County. Out of that, our students bought 49 new properties, not new, but 49 properties they bought at that particular tax sale, you guys. Now, here's the deal. I need y'all to do the math, right? If we launched on March 26th, and on April 6th, 7th, and 8th, they were buying property, how did they do that? Well, they were doing it, guys, because they had somebody like me that walked them through the process. Many of them did not know they had not mastered tax lien sales. Many of them didn't even know what they were. But it was the fact that they had somebody who was an expert in that, and they were able to follow my direction, follow my lead. And watch this, Rashida. They paid $150 for tuition, and that $150 netted them $30, $40, and $50 or $60,000 at a tax lien sale because they got property very, very cheaply. The average property, you guys, was $900. What the average property they bought. So, like, that was including the doors, the windows, the floors, the ceilings, all that stuff.
Is this group of people came into Be Free University, joined the real estate school, intention of becoming investors and learning tax liens, and they did that in less than 10 days.
Right. Now, can I say today that they still know what they're doing? If they took the courses, then yes. But what I'm saying is that there's nothing better than experience, right? How many of y'all went to school and felt like y'all came out and didn't know nothing? Like, for real. Like, I'm not exaggerating. Put it in the chat. If you went to school and you came out and felt like you really didn't know anything, it's like, so what everybody, when you go get a job, the first thing they're going to do is put you in orientation. The second thing they're going to do is do what? Dr. Jackson, you was the VP of operations. What's the second thing you do? First thing is orientation with HR. What's the second thing happen with every employee?
You get trained.
You go through training. Mm-hmm. Right? So for me, it's like you go to school to get all this knowledge, but just to learn everything you got to do with the job anyway. right? I'll never forget. I dated this girl in Tennessee, and she went off to school, got a master's degree or whatever. I was very proud of her, you know, because we separated or whatever. We broke up with the distance and all that. And so I'm at Sprint PCS, and literally, I'm coming out and she's coming in, and she's in training. And so the training class is coming in. I'm on my way out, and I was like, "Hey, what are you doing here?" And I was so confused because I was making $24,000 a year. I was still in school, but I'm making $24,000 a year. And I'm like, this girl got her MBA. Why is she here? I need y'all to do the math. Like, seriously, how many other people have you seen do this? She got an MBA and you're working at the same job as me. Like, you just freshly graduated. And and that's not to say she's still there. You know, prayerfully, she was able to use that degree as a stepping stone. But I can tell you this, most people with MBAs are not making, 15 million in 7 years. They're just not, and that's not something to brag. That's what something saying that, guys, there is a formula to wealth. There really is. And if I can help show you the formula to actually getting wealthy, to actually being free, then everybody can get it. This is not some mystery. It's not mystique. It's not something that is, that is only for the elite. No, the problem is that they did not teach you things that are really things that you should know. And what they taught you are things that don't work. It's not a mistake that 78% of Americans live check to check. That cannot be a mistake that in the world's richest country, in the greatest economy, one of the greatest economies that ever walked the face of the earth, 80% of its people are broke. That means 4 out of 5 people are broke. That is
right. So what you're saying is it's intentional.
It's very intentional. And so it's intentional, guys, to keep you connected to the economy. You are the fuel that keeps America running. Here's the problem, though, you guys. You got a special elite people who know the truth, and they're not telling you because they need you to work for them. My job is to come set you free from that matrix so that you can now become the capitalist and be set free from being the capital. You can be set free from being the slave, and you can be the master. You can still be set free from being beneath and be above. You can be instead of being the tail, you can be the head. And that's literally scripture. Nowhere. Well, I ain't gonna get into all that, right? In preaching, let's talk about real estate, because that's what came to set me free. But guys, this stuff oozes out of me. It just does. So let's kind of talk about my journey and kind of what we got there. But I guess with that, what you just said, though, is, we took, in 10 days, I don't know how many people, but 49 new properties were purchased from people who did no clue what they were doing 10 days earlier. Had no clue what tax lien sales were, had never been to a sale, never been
that's the word. Those are the words I was trying to get you to say, because we haven't said them yet. We just say real estate, real estate, real estate. Can you say exactly what it is that you do?
Oh, tax lien sales, right? So I buy real estate through tax lien sales. I do buy some properties as wholesale. I do, not wholesale. That wouldn't be the word. I buy them wholesale, but I'm not wholesaling them. That's a whole nother subject that we can talk about, right? You got a retail market. That's like going to the MLS and finding a property, but like there's a property we were looking at today in one of my favorite neighborhoods. Honestly, I'm really tempted to go knock on the door and buy that property wholesale. Now, when I say wholesale, it's not signing a contract. It means that I'm going to get it at a great discount, right? If you buy something wholesale, you're going to get it at a great discount. If you're going to do it retail, you're going to pay market value for it. So you can buy something wholesale, but it does not mean you wholesale the house, right? If I wholesale the house, that means I'm the person who signed the contract, let them close on it, and I take the difference of the spread. No, I want to go in and buy the house as cheap as possible, and sometimes it's not done through tax sales. But the majority of my properties are bought through a system called tax lien sales. And so through tax lien sales, you guys, it's been very, very good to me. I've been able to buy property for about an average of $900. I bought some as little as $300. I paid as much as $11,000. For property. I've done it over 100 times. My students have done it over 1,000 times. And I'll even say this, you guys, and I mean that. I mean every word of what I'm saying. I dare you, I challenge you to find anybody else. I don't care if they're red, blue, alien, black, white, purple, anybody else that teaches tax lien sales whose students have been more successful than mine. I ain't saying they bought 1,000 liens and deeds. I'm saying that they have bought 1,000 properties at tax lien sales. I don't think anybody else can give a statistic like that. And those are the people that's been doing this for years, But to say in 7 years that we've acquired over 1,000 properties, and then I'm a part of a group right now that literally just bought over 300 properties just this year. And I'm not going to talk about that right now. That's a whole nother subject that we can talk about that I'm very proud of, though. But because I'm on social media, we'll refrain from that. But I will say that, we really, guys, we got so much going on, but we're doing it for pennies on the dollar, and you can too. You just got to believe that you can. That's really it. You got to have the hope and inspiration to say, you know what, if he can do it and 1,000 other people and 1,000 other students can do it, then I can do it too. That's really it.
So when we came in, we came in straight off the cuff, like boom, we just jumped out the wagon and took off running, right?
Mm-hmm.
You talked about the fact that people can come in and they can absolutely be they can absolutely join Be Free University. They can join the class. Can you explain the difference between taking a course and the live teaching? Because I started off by saying you walk them through, but there are some things that people actually have to do. They won't have you 24/7 is what I want to convey. I want to explain how we work at Be Free University.
So this is the difference, guys. So when we founded Be Free University, you guys, we wanted to be different, right? So we call ourselves a disruptive educational platform. We want to be different. And so what we talked about and what we understood is that when you go to college, you get a lot of information, right? You get a lot of information, but what you never got was the application.
Right.
Right. And so at Be Free, we want to do something different. So we have two different stages. We have the informational stage. We have courses. And guys, these are the same courses that you guys probably seen them. I was selling for $1,000 and $2,000 and $3,000. I ain't playing. I made millions selling my courses, right? Now I said, listen, I made my money. Let's let people get in here and let's let them get in and get this education literally for pennies on a dollar. I want to make it where everybody can afford it. I'm tired of excuses. I'm tired of giving people excuses as to why I can't afford it. I don't have it. And I remember when I didn't have it. So, man, I wanted to tax things, but I ain't got $2,500 or $3,500 to take that class. Right. So, but I tell you what you do got. You got $150. I promise you do.
And wait, Mr. Howard, wait. Even right now, someone just asked, how do I get involved? It's not even $150 right now.
Yeah, because I just turned 45 years old, guys. So for my birthday, I put everything on sale, guys. You can get in Be Free right now for $45.
$45.
Now, and watch this, Rashida. We're going through an auction right now.
It's happening now.
I just got done teaching tonight. Watch this. I just found a $70,000 home that's $3,000.
Wow.
I just found a $70,000 home for $3,000. All right. So what's going on, Alexis? Good to see you, baby. Stephanie, I just invited Stephanie here because Stephanie was just in class with me. She just came out of class and just came in here. What's up, Steph?
She says she can't talk right now.
You don't want to talk to me?
She says she can't speak right at the moment.
Oh, she said, okay, well, let me take you.
She might be indisposed or at work. You don't need to.
I just brought her on up here. All right. Well, she was in class. I just seen her. So, all right. So we'll see if she can come up. If she can, then that's fine. But yeah, we just found like literally, and I'm not going to show you guys the property because you should have been in class, right? But literally, we just found a $70,000 property that's $3,000 right now. And I don't know about you guys, but that's pretty encouraging. That's a pretty good come up too. That's a really good come up, and it's in a really, really, really nice area. So yeah, that's one of the things. So when I talk about information and application, right? So when I went to college, you guys, I got a lot of information, and they wanted to make sure I had the information, so they tested me, but I never applied what I learned in real life. And so at Be Free University, guys, we actually have live sessions where we're going to show you and teach you how to apply it in real time. So while you're going through the courses and you're going to get the information, you come to the live session so we can show you how to get the application. And that, yes, it is state specific. Is it Flavia? So right now I think we did, right now we're going through Indiana. We just came out of Florida. We about to go through Georgia because now the states are opening back up and doing sales again. We're going through Georgia. I think somebody else just asked me to go down through, we did Louisiana, do the adjudicated sales through Louisiana. So yeah, this is state specific. But we will show you and walk you through each individual state. And so yeah, it is state specific. So anyway, what I'm talking about, Lexa said, I'm in Georgia. We coming, baby. We coming, baby. Now I will say this though, because I don't want to be misleading, right, Dr. Jackson? And that is, guys, what I'm getting property at for $900, you're not gonna get that in an Atlanta or Florida, you know. But here's the deal.
Not in Florida.
But here's the deal: if in Florida, if the house is worth $300,000 and you had to pay $70,000, is it still worth it?
Pretty much.
People say, "Well, I ain't got the $70,000." That's why we teach you how to get your credit up.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, because now you can go get a loan. Now you can actually, also we haven't taught it yet, but we're teaching how to form partnerships. Because watch this: if you find the property and it's worth $300,000, you just need 70. Do you think you can find an investor that will finance the 70,000?
Of course.
Boom. And we're going to be teaching you how to form those partnerships, how to build your team. That's the important part. Because guys, I wouldn't special level. I had all this money sitting around about 100 properties in about 4 or 5 years. No, I partnered with other people and I found the property. We did all the work and they did all the financing. And so you're looking at, 4 or 5 years later, we owned over 100 properties because we had all of these different partnerships and it worked out pretty well. So that's how that kind of worked. And I see you working the chat over here. So
yeah, someone wanted to know, what about Michigan? I don't think you hit Michigan yet. We
did not hit Michigan, but Michigan is a very good state that you want to actually get into this with that. And I was talking about Michigan about 7 years ago when I first started, Sheeta, or Dr. Jackson, excuse me. When I first started this, I used to do these webinars and seminars, and I was like, hey, you guys, Gary, Indiana is the second best city in the country to invest in. And people literally thought I was joking. They laughed at me, right? And they was like, well, what's number one? I was like, Detroit. Detroit was number one. Number two was Gary, Indiana. Number three was Cleveland, Ohio. Number four was Baltimore, Maryland. And number five was Columbus, Ohio. I thought those 5 cities were the number one cities in the country to invest in. And as you can see, every last one of them are doing very, very, very well in real estate. But if you had bought 5 years ago, guys, you guys would be millionaires today. And I'm not exaggerating. You literally would be millionaires today if you had to just follow any of those 5 states right there. Baltimore's coming, blowing up. Detroit's already blew up. Cincinnati right now, guys, it's ridiculous in Cincinnati right now. And Columbus, I really don't know. I haven't done a lot of follow-up on Columbus. But yeah, those are the 5 cities that I said that I would actually buy in. And right now, man, it's ridiculous in those things. What I did leave out though, and I should have put in there, was DC. DC, is amazing. Only problem in DC was it's so expensive to get into. DC properties, while you got a heck of a return, it took a lot of money just to get into the DC area. So that's one of the reasons I included my top 5, because most people just didn't have the DC money to play the game, just sitting around.
Right.
But yeah, Detroit would be one of those or Michigan would be one of those that we would be talking about as well.
So one of the things that we have in our student center is a 15-hour. Can you tell them about that? It's a 15-hour event that actually goes through the entire process at a high level, and also talks about how to get money if you don't have it. Yeah.
So if y'all can I'm gonna help you understand real quick. Say what?
15 hours. I was there.
Yeah. So what we did is we did well, I'll just show you guys, right? So we did like a mastermind meeting where we had all of these different people of different professions come in. We have realtors, we have loan officers, we had hard money specialists, we had tax lien specialists, we had attorneys there, we had self-directed IRA people there, we had, you know, so many people there, we had credit people there, that all of these people were literally there to help you get your game up, right? And you know, and it was absolutely free. It was absolutely free, did not cost a single dime. You guys, I'm telling you, I've been there. I want you to win. There's no excuse. I promise you, there is no excuse, you guys. If you guys have heard about George Howard or Financial Freedom University or Be Free University now, guys, there's no excuse. So this is our platform here. When you guys first come in, you can see our platform is pretty good. We got a social media, like a social media type, social media, like, what do you call it? Platform here. You guys come over here. You can see your courses, your inbox. You see, I got 12 messages. I got a pending friend list. I got 12. I got groups, members, notifications, my notes. I got transcripts. And so I'm going to go up here to courses real quickly. And as we open up our course, I'm going to clean this back down. And I'm going to just go down to the tax lien classes, right? And when you go down here and you start seeing real estate, if I can get there, I must have missed it. Credit, entrepreneurship, trading, real estate, right? You got the Tax Lien Master Virtual Summit Conference right here. And I think this thing is like, oh my God, this thing is, it's so long. It's 14 hours. 14 hours and 3 minutes. So you are not right. It was 14 hours, right?
Oh, okay. That other 57 minutes, I must have been zoned out.
That's Lemar. Lemar is a mortgage specialist. He actually got me started into real estate, or actually into financing.
Oh, and when they say no, they don't mean
that's
it.
Kelsey. She's from Midland. She does self-directed RAs.
It's not possible.
I'm just kind of skipping through here, right? And so you guys can see, kind of see, like, that's me having my COVID cut, because this was when I was quarantining for COVID. That's one of our contractors right there.
Bernadette. Hey, Bernadette.
Man, that haircut was good. That's Don, who is actually the auctioneer, the real auctioneer. Y'all, man, that COVID cut was something horrible. Y'all let me walk around like that for real?
Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh my God, that COVID cut is something horrible.
Excuse me.
Nah, I wasn't going no barber. And wasn't no barber coming in here either. So anyway, yeah, that was 15 hours, guys. But I'm going to go back, right? And when you get in here, guys, you see, you know, our elite 2-week bonus, where we actually walked a class of about 200 people through an actual tax sale. You get how to analyze any real estate deal. You get how to structure and finance your deal. You get making construction and rehab easy. You're getting, and guys, this is in addition to tax liens, right? When I go to page 2, you're going to see tax lien 100. You're going to see tax liens 101, 201, and 301. So you see that all these, and guys, these are not for the faint at heart. I just want to let you know that. If I go to tax lien 101, you'll begin to see that it's only 2 lessons, but the different modules in each lesson is pretty extensive, right? And this is like the beginning. So we got the personality. But when I open up the personality, you guys, right? When I open up the personality, you begin to see the welcome disclaimer, course outline. Think 5 things you must do. And guys, this is 1, 2, 3. We won't count the welcome course outline. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I won't even count the thank you. Let's count 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and I won't do that. So 19 modules of real content, not including the introduction and the thank yous, right? And that's just this 101. This is the introduction really into it. But then, guys, when we go into the 201, it's starting to get a little bit harder and a little bit more engrossed, right? Let me just go back one. Well, I tried to do it. I got to go back to second page. Give me a second. So let's go back to the second page here. Come on. And I'm going to go to 201 and then show you 301. And guys, like, this is really, really, really real content. You know, and I call it the 7 P's of purchasing that you guys got to go through. So in here, you begin to see the plan and the preparation, right? So, and guys, you start going through these things, and I don't want to rate the course, even my admin. Like, if I saw what's your long-term strategy, right? And you start seeing here that, you know, this is 11 minutes, and I go through his short-term strategy. That's a long-term strategy. You start seeing that, like, this is real content. This is, you know, we're not just in here just messing around. Then when you got to go over here, let's see if I go to 301 right quick. Oh, I didn't even show you the preparation, right? You're not going to preparation. Look at all these. All these are different modules, like
40 topics,
42 different modules inside of here.
42 modules.
This is just 201. And then we go to 4, it gets more in depth and more in depth. Well,
So, Mr. Howard, I know you're getting all deep into the content.
show the people how to get this money.
Is this an upsell? So you mean
I know upstairs, like this is
paying $45 to join? I'm paying $45 to join. I get all of that right now for
you're
$45.
gonna get the real estate, you're gonna get the taxes, you're gonna get the trading, you're gonna get the digital marketing, you're gonna get the business.
I just want the real estate. I get all of those modules for $45.
Yeah, and honestly, each one of those sold for like $1,000 to $2,000 a piece, $3,500 a piece. Each one of those courses. Yeah, yeah, and then like that one event that was like the elite 2-week class, guys, they paid me $3,500 to sit in that class. Everybody that was in that class paid me $3,500 to sit in those seats. I take that back. I did have a sale for 50% off. So anywhere between $1,750 to $3,500 or $1,775, whatever it is, to $3,500. Every last person that was sat in that seat, you guys got it for free or a part of your tuition, right? So there's really no excuses, y'all. It's not. Y'all gonna jack $45 off on lunch this week.
Probably more than that, but yeah.
There's no excuse. And I just say this, if you have been introduced to Be Free University and you did not take advantage of what we're doing, you deserve to be broke. That's how confident I am in the school, and I'm sorry. Like, our traders have caught 150,000 pips, which means you should have made, or actually 250,000. That means, guys, if you just took half of the trades, you should, in the last 5 months, you should have made $125,000. And just trading. And that's without you knowing what you're doing, just following the trades that they called. They're 90% accurate. Like, if you deserve to be broke. It's almost like somebody said, I'm hungry, and you sit a whole buffet in front of them, and they say, but I'm hungry. Well, dang, what do you want me to do? You deserve to be hungry. If you're still hungry and I got this whole spread in front of you and you don't go eat, you deserve to be hungry. And what I'm telling you is that if you got $45 to go, watch this, hear me, to go buy some shoes, a shirt, a hat, a purse, get your hair done, your haircut, you got $45 to go out here and jack off on food or a date or whatever you do, and you broke, and you didn't take that $45 and invest into yourself, you deserve to be broke. It's like the person who complains about politics but don't vote. You deserve what you get.
Wow. So that was powerful.
I'm sorry. Was that too intense?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, like my bishop used to say, you can say ouch, you can say amen. And he used to say, if I'm coming down your street, move your toes so the next time it won't be in the way. So that's it. You say ouch or you say amen. And I mean, it's a harsh truth, but it's a reality. I mean, there's not, I don't want to say there's no stone we didn't turn, but there's nothing really that we didn't answer. It's almost like being at a buffet hungry and just saying, I don't want to eat that. So, are you really hungry? And most people can't, I don't know, maybe the majority of people can't relate to that. Maybe they've never been in that type of situation about, where they had to be hungry. So with that and the society we live in, that just might be the case. And so maybe people don't see it that way, but that was a powerful statement.
I really, and I can't wait for Candace and Drea to come back on the show with us, because I really want to know, are people comfortable being broke? They do that whole psychology of wealth thing. And I think a lot of people are just comfortable being broke. And it's this life for them, and it's okay for them, and they're fine with that. I don't want that, because I understand that eventually I got to stop working. Eventually I'm going to retire. Eventually my body's not going to allow me to move the way I move now. And then what? Because Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, disability, it ain't going to get it.
That's a good question. But when you think about it, how many people, we'll let the experts answer the question, but how many people stay in a situation because they are comfortable there?
I don't know, but I know I made $90,000 today. I know I made $90,000 last month. Woo! I know I made $180,000 in 2 sales. That ain't including all the other stuff we do in 2 different months. I don't know about y'all, but I'm happy because I'm happy. I'm sorry.
Definitely must be time to go. But listen, Mr. Howard, we're here tonight. It's just you and me, and we're here and we're live, and we're talking about that $180,000 that you made in just 2 months. I want you to tell people why you do what you do.
Honestly,
you made a very strong statement, and you know that it's always my goal to make sure that we are very clear about the passion and how it is communicated, how it comes across. So I want you to just take a second and tell people why you do what you do.
I put a lot of people in bondage. I had a radio show and I got on and I was teaching things like Dave Ramsey do, and it's a bunch of nonsense. And I had good intentions, but I was teaching ignorance. And my job now is I want to thwart every attack of the enemy of misinformation or miseducation that was out there. And I want to come and I want to unravel every last one of his plans. I have seen the kingdom of God because I was on gospel radio for over 5 different years. And 90% of my, I was probably saying 95% of my customers were all Christians out of Nashville, Tennessee that were Black. And most of them were broke and had bad credit. And I'm tired of the kingdom shouting about the blessings of God, never possessing the blessings of God. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of us turning around 3 times in a circle and leave broke. I'm tired of us reaching up and grabbing it and come down with nothing. I'm tired of us running around. I'm tired of touching our neighbor and both of y'all literally trying to figure out how y'all gonna make it next week. I'm tired of it. The reason the church is struggling is because the people are struggling. And God has called me literally to come and set his people free. That is my calling. That is what I am born and birthed and purpose to do, is to set his people free financially. And so I have the last, really my whole life has been to teaching and educating. I was just doing it the wrong way. I got taught by the banks. I was taught by the financing companies. I was taught by the insurance companies, and everything they taught me, I taught y'all. Only problem, guys, what they taught me was ignorance. What they taught me was nonsense. What they taught me was bondage, and I taught it to y'all. And I came to undo every single piece. I'm gonna set 10 times, 100 times more people free than I helped put in bondage because of things that I was teaching on the radio. And yeah, that's all I can say about it.
So your mission is to right the wrongs, right? And I think that is.
I came to crush the enemy when it comes to finance, when it comes to finances, when it comes to wealth, when it comes to prosperity. I came to let people see the glory of God be revealed in your wealth, in your money, in your pocket, in your checkbook, in your retirement, in your legacy. I came to let people know that you serve a rich God and your God is rich and all his kids should be rich. I came, guys, I'm to show you that you should have, watch this, life and life more, what? Abundantly. I came to show you that God said that he literally wants to prosper his servants. I want to show you guys that you literally are the head and not the tail, that you literally are above and not beneath, that the blessings of the Lord really will overtake you. That watch this, that when people come and see the wealth of God, that they see transparent in your life, that they not only see the love of God, but they see the materialism of God. If he got the streets paved of gold, if he used it for concrete, if the diamonds are made of pearls, you got the pearly gates. If you start saying all the material wealth is in heaven, why I gotta die to get it? Nowhere in the Bible does it say that. When I look at Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, when I look at Moses, when I look at Joshua, when I look at David, Samson, Samuel, when I look at Job, I look at all these people in the Bible, they were all rich. I'm talking about filthy rich. I'm talking about filthy rich. And I serve a God that got a new covenant and we broke. The devil's a liar. The devil is a liar. No, devil's a liar. He is a liar. You, listen, poverty is not your portion. And broke is not your blessing. Please get that. I need y'all to get that right now. Poverty is your portion and broke is not your blessing. And I don't care who said it. Call your pastor, bring him on this show, and we can talk about it. It's not in the Bible. It's nowhere in the word. I'm done.
Awesome. Y'all get the offering plate. We're gonna bless the pastor now. So listen, that was amazing. And that really, yeah, we're redeemed from poverty. We're citizens of the kingdom, absolutely. And I believe truly within my hearts of hearts that this is kingdom mindset and kingdom teaching. This is not for the religious. This is not for those that are stuck in their thought process and their ways about what God desires for us, because truly the promises that he gave us are for us to enjoy now and to have them in the earth. We talk about being the king's kids, the heirs to the throne, that he's our father, that he owns cattle on 1,000 hills, but we cannot reflect, right, the trueness of God in an impoverished state. We don't.
You can do it the word's way, you can do it the world's way.
The word's way or the world's way.
The world's way will keep you broke.
That's it.
The word's way will make you wealthy.
That's it. So Dobie came to collect the offering. We call him Deacon Dobie.
Deacon Dobie.
Deacon Dobie. So guys, we're here tonight. This is our time. It's been our hour here at Be Free University. We're going to bring some more of our educators on to talk to you guys about
$90,000 today
at Be Free University. Mr. Howard is totally ecstatic about the fact that he made $90,000 today. And because I know him, I know it's not just because he made $90,000 today, but because he can show you how to do it too. Go ahead and post your question. I'll take your question right now. I'll take it. If you go ahead and post it, I'll ask your question, and then we are going to show you guys a little bit about our mission, and we're going to get out of here. That's right. It's past time to live as royalty. We've been indoctrinated to believe that we're supposed to be in a place where we don't have the promise manifested in the earth. But as Mr. Howard declared, and I declared it too, that the enemy is a liar. The devil is an absolute liar, and he's the father of lies. So you got to believe that God has something for you in store. Mr. Howard teaches the real estate course, goes live on Monday nights at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Be Free TV. The real estate course is available in your student center. All you need to do is log in, go to your student center and go to courses, and you'll find your real estate course there. Again, Mr. Howard is live teaching tax liens on Mondays at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Guys, we went live today because yesterday was Labor Day, and because there is an auction, we did not want to lose that day, so we actually postponed it to today because we wanted you guys to go on and get.
So we got to talk about the auction that's coming. Do you have the dates yet? Like why do people need to join tonight?
Let me tell you what, they need to find out in just a second. We'll be right back, you guys.
Okay.
Are you ready to live life on your own terms, where you have the freedom to do what you want, when you want, and never have to worry about financial problems? Isn't it time for you to travel the world? Build a new home, drive that luxury car, or anything else you've always dreamed of? Don't you want to start creating wealth for your family that lasts generation after generation? At Be Free University, we dare you to become the success you were meant to be. We're not your ordinary online academic program. In fact, we're a little disruptive. We go against the grain to develop wealth superstars who take control of their destiny by learning to live financially free. As a member of Be Free University, you have unlimited access to our cutting-edge virtual campus that provides everything you need to succeed, from on-demand courses, live interactive sessions, social clubs, special trainings, explosive events, and more. Be Free University areas of mastery include business and entrepreneurship, trading, digital marketing, real estate, taxes, and financial freedom. Our all-star education team is dedicated to delivering hands-on experience and best-kept secrets so you learn how to build, maintain, and sustain long-lasting wealth. From real estate gurus who've made millions to credit specialists who've refined nationally recognized strategies and some of the most successful traders in the world, Be Free University educators are ready to bring the noise and knowledge guaranteed to make your experience fun, unforgettable, and financially rewarding. In fact, many of our members start to generate income in 3 to 6 months. Sounds unbelievable, but it's true at BFU. Take charge and change the trajectory of your legacy. Live the life you were designed to live. Become a part of Be Free University and join a community of wealth builders ready to live life on their own terms.
Be Free University has completely changed the trajectory that I had for my future.
In 1 year, we will be completely debt free. And we owe it all to Be Free University and to God, of course.
And I love it. I'm learning so much. Information that I can use. Information that my wife is training me to do. Everyone can do this. Be Free University. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go.
Be Free University. Your life, your terms.
What's up? That was pretty good, girl. You put that together.
Thank you, sir.
Big shout out to Tanya who actually did that. You guys.
To Tanya, our marketing director. She did an amazing job. I will answer the questions in the chat, but you need to tell our viewers why they need to join tonight. What are you getting ready to do in the month of September?
The same way we went through that auction in April, we're going through another one right now in September. We just found a house today, guys. We just went through today and kind of started showing them, putting the pieces together, but we found a house today that's literally like, in fact, I'll bring it up. I'm not going to show my screen because that wouldn't be fair to the people who are already paying. Yeah, we found a house for $3,059.77. That's worth about $70,000. It's a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath. It's a
red house.
It's a 1,008 square feet. It rents for about $900 a month. We haven't seen it yet. Well, they haven't seen it yet. I've seen it. Like I see it almost every day because it ain't that far from me. We probably got about maybe $5,000 worth of rehab that got to be done to the property, and so, you know, altogether, I know that you're looking at, if you, let's just say you bid it $15,000 on the house, which you shouldn't have to bid that high, but let's just say you did. Guys, if you bid it $15,000 on the house and the rehab costs you $5,000, you got $20,000 in, guys, that's still a 379% return your first year. And that's if you had to bid up to $15,000 and you had to put $5,000 in the house. You still got a 79% return on your investment the very first year. That's crazy. You would have a 54% return on your investment the first in cash flow on your return. Guys, your break-even analysis would be less than 2 years. Like, this is the kind of stuff that we actually put together for them step by step, researching it. I can tell you now, this is stuff that we went through the class today. This house, we GIS'd it, we Googled it. We found out that it was debt free. We found out that it was non-owner occupied. We know that it's a single family home. We know the square footage. We know what it rents for. We know the neighborhood. We know how many bedrooms it is. We know how much, if there's a mortgage on it. We know, guys, everything there is to know about this house. I tell my people all the time that any house that you want to bid on, nobody at that auction should know more than you about that property. Nobody. And if you follow the steps that I'm showing you, nobody will know more about the property. So that when you go in to bid, you're actually going in with a strategy, not emotions. Say it again. You're going with a strategy and not emotions because everything's calculated. And we're walking you step by step through that right now.
So, Mr. Howard, you're literally doing that because you're coming up to an auction.
Right now.
Right now. So why do they need to join right now?
Because the auction is like next week.
Pull it out of them, y'all. Why do they need to get in right now?
Is that what you're trying to get me to say? Let me make sure I ain't lying. Hold on. Let me make sure. Y'all make your job hard, don't it?
Some days harder than others.
All right, so I'm about to log in now. I just logged in, and the auction is Where is Lake County? Okay, Lake County here. It starts 9/17, that's 10 days from now, and it ends on 9/22. So it starts on 9/17, ends on 9/22, which means that we got about 13 days, maybe 2 weeks to whip you in shape to get you ready for this auction.
Thank you, Candace.
What'd she say?
Queen Candace said, poor Sheeta.
I made $90,000 a day.
So you do an awesome job. You do an amazing job, and knowing the reasons and the whys that you do it. As always, we want to congratulate you. We want to tell you thank you because you made a way for so many people, and you're still making a way for people. You're still opening doors. You've opened doors for all of us, and we're eternally grateful because we get to follow in your footsteps and we get to duplicate the process. And Queen Candace says, congrats, George.
Yeah, I see her over there. That's why I started giggling. You know, Candace is silly.
No, I think I'm giggling now like poor Sheeta. Yeah.
I need to call her. But y'all, check it out, y'all. Seriously, if y'all allow an opportunity like this to pass you by, what's going to happen is that you're going to look up 3 or 4 years from now, and you'll be like, man, I'm in the same. Matter of fact, again, another activity we could have done when Candace was here. Seriously, guys, what was your life 5 years ago? Like, I'm really serious. This is not a game. Like, I'm serious. Where was your life 5 years ago? Probably the same it is today.
Oh, I was getting ready to say, am I supposed to answer because I'm the only one here?
No, I want them to answer it themselves. Where were you at 5 years ago financially? What was your credit at 5 years ago? What was your cash flow at 5 years ago? What was your debt at 5 years ago? It's probably the same it is today. So what's going to change it 5 years from now?
Make a decision. So the reason that I tried to pull those things out and really get him to encourage.
You know, You ain't supposed to catch me off guard, Candace. She said I was drunk spending bands.
That's it.
She said I was a drunk and spending bands. Like
making it rain.
Yeah.
With all of that being said, there's no, like, guys, $45. There's no excuse. There's no reason. There's no logic behind not making a decision to change your life and to change the lives of those that you will leave a legacy for. It is so important to make a decision. And so Mr. Howard is live and he's excited, but I know that he wants you to be a part of what is about to happen, because the information you get, even listen, let me just share. Yeah, we did the 15-hour virtual conference. People will walk through an auction, and this year Be Free had me so busy I was not in any of the tax lien classes, and I probably won't be in any of them for September. But watch this, the information that you get, if you join tonight, you join right now, you get in and you say, okay, well, the auction's coming, I don't have the money or whatever. Come and get the knowledge, because guess what? Guess what happens the next auction that comes around? We do it again.
And you're prepared.
And you're prepared. So I would say get the information, come and get prepared. Start whatever plan you need to start, but you need a plan. Maybe you're not going to purchase in the September auction, but you're going to do it in the spring. And I'm just going to say in the spring because it's sometime in the spring. But maybe you're going to do it in the spring, but you have now plenty of time to prepare for that time to come. You know, we have to take notes from the ants, right? We got to take notes from them. Like, why
you
are they
sluggard?
Huh?
You sluggard?
Yeah, we got to take notes from the ants. Like, you got to come and you got to get the information and you got to come and prepare. come and watch the action, watch what happens. I mean, for me personally, it's just exciting to see people get excited about bidding and about winning bids. Like I get excited about other people's wins. And I know, Mr. Howard, we share that because I get excited when other people win. I get excited when we write checks, when we give people money. I get excited about that because I want people to win. That's generally how I wake up and how I go to sleep, expecting other people to win. And that is really what we're about at Be Free University. So I'm encouraging you to get in, to get started. Find one of these people in the chat and ask them, how do I do it? How do I get started? Go with Queen, find her, follow her. You want to know her. She's somebody you want to know. But ask her, how do I join? How do I become a part? If you're watching the replay, it applies to you. We just extended our $45 promotion all the way through September 21st. And why did we, Mr. Howard?
What? You said September when?
21st.
Oh my God. So you can get in for $45 still right now?
Right now.
Lord Jesus.
I'm giving away the farm.
You get away the whole farm.
The farm and a couple of cows too. Listen, you can get it. You can get it right now, $45. Get in and find out how to become an investor.
Well, I was going to show.
You were going to.
I was going to. Oh, wait, I might have found it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Nope, it ain't here. I was going to show something, but I don't see it. Nope. Well,
I don't know what he was about to show y'all, but I do know that this is the time. Absolutely, it is the time.
nope. I was going to show Brian Blake's commercial.
Oh, okay. Okay. Maybe we should bring him on to testify, to give his testimony.
You know what? He's going to be here tomorrow.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. So maybe tomorrow night you can slide him in your frame and we can
Like this. You know why he's coming tomorrow?
Because he has like 20-some properties.
He's coming to check on his properties that he bought. This dude bought 20 properties in one. This dude only know me 1 year. Watch this, y'all. I'm going to have this young lady on too. I'm about to call her. She's been calling me all day. Right? Now, if this don't make you cry, shout, dance, I don't, you ain't saved. I really mean it. Like, I'm not playing. I'm about to call this girl right now. You have been calling me all day, blowing up my phone. What do you want, woman? I didn't blow up your phone. Hey, guess what?
What?
You on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram and all that other kind of stuff right now.
Why?
Because I got you on speakerphone. Hey, listen, real quickly, I was telling them about the tax lien sales, and I was talking about how it changes lives, and I was telling them about 7 years ago, I was homeless, and today I just closed on a house for $90,000. Last month, I just closed another house for $90,000. I'm taking these $300 houses and $500 houses and selling them for $90,000. And I think you got a similar testimony, am I right?
I'm very similar, very, yes.
So, when did you meet me?
At the courthouse.
Not where did you meet me? When did you meet me?
Oh, when? Last year.
Last year, about January, February?
It was about May.
About May?
I was coming here for the tax sale.
So you come here for the tax sale. We met at the courthouse. You took my mentorship. And by the way, where were you living when you met me?
In my car.
You were living in your car.
In my car. Yep.
How many houses do you own today?
4.
You own 4 properties today.
Properties today. They're right now.
How much do you owe on them?
Nothing.
So you were homeless a year ago, and today you own 4 properties absolutely debt free.
I'm very humble and grateful, and thank you. That's why I was calling you today, because I got so much going on right now, and I'm like, well, because I got all this going on, I'm like, where's
coming. But today, you know, they had me.
No, it's okay. No, I get it. You like Mr. President, and I get it. And I'm grateful for the time. No, I'm not playing. No, for real. I understand because you're a busybody. You're proactive. You know what I'm saying? So you're a serial entrepreneur. So I get it. So any little time I get, you know, you always just.
I'm coming with my cameras because I want your testimony, girl. I want to show these houses to everybody what you done bought and what you done done, and how your life has made a turnaround.
And you know what's so crazy? Because I'm so cute, and I'm not being funny, but I'm so cute. So, you know, people would never think that I would be in my car, you know, but I knew that I needed to take some route. That was what I knew I needed to do to get these houses so that I could save all my money, to be able to save enough, to be able to get these houses, and to be able to have enough money to fix on them.
You're right. It was a level of sacrifice that you chose to have, right?
I chose that.
Yeah, but you say, hey, listen, if I go out here and spend all my money on rent and on food and all these other kind of stuff, I ain't gonna have no money for the auction. And so you literally lived in your car, slept outside Walmart, took showers at what is it, fitness? At the gym, LA Fitness, and all those other places, literally by choice, because you said, you know what, I'm not gonna allow myself to be living check to check or wondering how I'm gonna retire. I'm gonna make a difference with my life, and I'm gonna make some sacrifices now so I can live later.
Yeah, that's the best way. So I can live. And now I'm living, and I'm getting that duplex over there on 41st in Jefferson, ready so I can rent it until I sell it.
Wait, you got a duplex?
Yeah, the one on Jefferson Street.
Oh, I know. I just didn't tell the people. How much you pay for it?
$1,100.
Wait a minute. You got a duplex for $1,100?
Yes, and it's really a triplex. But the basement it's really where like the appliances as far as the water heater and the furnace would go, but it's still a living space too. If I did just so happen to have somebody that just wanted to just a little crawl space basically and just wanted to rent something, you know, like a dorm down there. It even has 3 circuit breaker boxes, so it definitely is qualified and classified as it's a triplex.
But you would just have to finish. You would have to finish it and convert it to make it that way. But hey, hey, listen here, man. Congratulations. I'm going to call you soon. I told you I was going to call you after 9 anyway. So I'm going to call you as soon as I get off this live.
For sure. Thank you so much for calling.
All right, baby.
All right, stay optimistic. No matter what you do, believe in yourself, because I promise that it'll all work out in your favor if you just stay present with me, no matter what you do.
All right, baby. I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
All right, baby. Y'all, how many of y'all just went in? This girl was living in her car a year ago, and she owns 4 properties, absolutely debt-free. That's the kind of stuff that makes me want to keep going. That's the kind of testimonies that make me want to say, you know what, this is all worth it. That, I mean, I don't know what else. If that don't convince you to say, I'm in, you deserve to be broke.
All right. She said that's bomb. That is bomb, Queen. Bomb.
Living in her car. Living in her car 4 years ago. I'm sorry, last year. Last year, this girl was living in her car. Today, she owns 4 properties debt-free, and one of them is a duplex. It really is a triplex. Y'all, I don't know what else to say after that. I mean, what other convincing can I do? Brian Blake came down here from New York, bought 20 properties at one time. I mean, like y'all, like people down here, man, they making a lick. They killing this thing. Question is, when is it your turn? You know what? I'm talking about to preach, right? We always talk about I'm next in line for a miracle. I'm next in line for a blessing. No, you're not. I hate to be the bust, want to bust your bubble, but God says He's going to bless the works of your hands. You're not next in line for a blessing until you start working, till you put your faith and your works together. As long as you sitting at home and going to work and coming home, going to work and coming home, going to work and coming home, and you ain't doing nothing else, you're not next in line for a blessing, at least a financial one. You might be for maybe healing and all that. Guys, He's going to. I wish I could just take I might just take tomorrow and just preach tomorrow. Like, I'm dead serious, y'all. Like, it's not going to happen. It's not. I don't care what your pastor told you to reach up and grab it. There's no pie in the sky mentality. You ain't going to turn around 3 times in a circle and your breakthrough just going to be there. It ain't happening. But I tell you what, you take your same faith and you put it with some works and you watch God begin to bring the increase. You start doing something with your hands. You start making yourself the head. Stop waiting for somebody to make you the head and you go out and be the head. Stop being the tail. You got to become above. You got to work towards that. That's why the Bible talks about do not despise the days of small beginnings. Why? Because it's literally a trail. It's a hike. It's levels to this, baby. And you're going to start off small, but you're not going to stay there. But you're waiting for God to do it, and God is waiting on you.
As a matter of fact, he said it's already done. You have to move for it to manifest. That's it. It's already done. You got to
He gives you power to get wealth, not the wealth
to get wealth. That's right. That's right. It's already done. It's finished. It's done. Now it's up to you. So maybe Mr. Howard's gonna preach tomorrow night. We don't know.
I ain't gonna preach tomorrow. I might have Brian on here. I might have Levette on here, but I ain't preaching. I don't know. Last time Brian came, I think he brought me COVID. I don't know. I'm like, for real. Last time he came, he literally just came from Mexico and he brought me COVID. He went back to New York with COVID. I don't know it. Brian might have to be. Yeah.
That's right. The lunch is already finished. Well, we don't know. So we'll see what tomorrow night holds. You guys, thank you for being here. Mr. Howard, are you done? Are you ready to go?
No, we done, man. I gotta go. I'm about to go eat. Brittany made some tacos in there. I'm about to go.
Oh, that's funny. We had a whole taco spread in my house too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they had tacos, hard, soft tacos, and nachos. They even baked cookies and decorated them. We got chocolate chip cookies. We got pound cake, sugar cookies. We just had these. Yeah. Somebody said they'll have their Bible just in case there's a Bible. Bring your Bible. So yeah, it's Taco Tuesday in Florida too. So that's funny. But go and enjoy your tacos, guys. You can get in Be Free University right now for $45.
I want to say this too, but I think you said it. But I want to make sure we don't, false advertise, guys. You can get in Be Free, but you don't stay in Be Free for $45. So let me make that point.
$45 to start. And it's $149.99 a month after your first month. So $45 to start, $149.99 a month after your first month. But guys, that $45 to start, that is how much? That's $104, almost $5 off of our normal rate to start. And I'm telling you, it's not going to last forever. So you can get in now. And if you're going into the real estate field and you're going to be an investor, don't drag your feet. You want to get in, you want to be a part, you want to see what's going to happen, and you want to get this information so you'll be ready. Some of y'all got big bands, like Queen says, some of y'all got it, and some of you got to get it, but you better get the information so you can be prepared for the next time that Mr. Howard walks the team and the school through an auction.
Hey, Rashida.
Yes.
Or Dr. Jackson, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I made $90,000 today. What?
Yes, you did. And I got to witness it again. So God is amazing. He's great and we're gracious. And again, congratulations, because you work hard. You deserve every good thing that comes to you because of your heart towards people. So keep leading us out of bondage, keep sharing, and keep teaching people to live life on their own terms. We're Be Free University. Your life, your terms. Check us out at BeFree.University. We would love to have you. He absolutely deserves it. So you guys continue to shout him out in the chat. Post on his Facebook page. Tell him congratulations. Shout him out, because guess what? If you come and you learn, you apply it, you put your hands to work, you got next. Be Free.
I like that.
Your life in your terms. We'll see you guys tomorrow night right here at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Central. where we'll be live. And who knows what we're going to pull out of the hat. Might be time to play some games and do some giveaways. I don't know. Let's see. We'll see. All right, Mr.
Are
Howard.
you ready to live life on your own terms, where you have the freedom to do what you want, when you want, and never have to worry about financial problems? Isn't it time for you to travel the world, build a new home, drive that luxury car, or anything else you've always dreamed of? Don't you want to start creating wealth for your family that lasts generation after generation? At Be Free University, we dare you to become the success you were meant to be. We're not your ordinary online academic program. In fact, we're a little disruptive. We go against the grain to develop wealth superstars who take control of their destiny by learning to live financially free. As a member of Be Free University, you have unlimited access to our cutting-edge virtual campus that provides everything you need to succeed, from on-demand courses, live interactive sessions, social clubs, special trainings, explosive events, and more. Be Free University areas of mastery include business and entrepreneurship, trading, digital marketing, real estate, taxes, and financial freedom. Our all-star education team is dedicated to delivering hands-on experience and best-kept secrets so you learn how to build, maintain, and sustain long-lasting wealth. From real estate gurus who've made millions to credit specialists who've refined nationally recognized strategies and some of the most successful traders in the world, Be Free University educators are ready to bring the noise and knowledge guaranteed to make your experience fun, unforgettable, and financially rewarding. In fact, many of our members start to generate income in 3 to 6 months. Sounds unbelievable, but it's true at BFU. Take charge and change the trajectory of your legacy. Live the life you were designed to live. Become a part of Be Free University and join a community of wealth builders ready to live life on their own terms.
Be Free University has completely changed the trajectory that I had for my future.
In 1 year, we will be completely debt free. And we owe it all to Be Free University. And to God, of course.
And I love it. I'm learning so much. Information that I can use. Information that my wife is training me to do. Everyone can do this. Be Free University. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go.
Be Free University. Your life, your terms.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You guys, we about to get up out of here, but hey, Rashida, remember you got caught on camera stepping? What you making that face for? You think I'm about to play it?
No. Oh, I got caught on camera?
Stepping.
It wasn't we.
Be Free University. University.
There you go, Queen.
Be free.
So you guys, we're gonna wrap this up, you guys. We're so happy you guys are here, and we pray that. Can you hear me? Am I competing with the music? All right. We pray, guys, this has been inspirational, motivational, inspirational. But guys, I'll tell you what, we cannot give you the application in literally, an hour and 20 minutes. So guys, you got to come to Be Free to get the actual information and the application. So guys, we can see you go to that next level. Everything from digital marketing to trading. And I say trading, I'm talking about Forex, I'm talking about crypto, I'm talking about coming over to the real estate market. Guys, lastly, when we get done with this tax lien classes, we're going into Airbnbs. We're bringing Turo. Guys, every way that you can imagine having passive income, we're going to actually have that here at Be Free University. You want to learn how to be an entrepreneur? We got you. You want to learn how to do a business and not only start it, but scale it and sell it? We got you. You want to learn how to actually do taxes? We got you. No matter what it is that you want to learn how to do when it comes to passive income, it's going to be right here at Be Free University. So guys, I thank you guys so much for being here. I love you guys with the love of Christ. I'm going to see you on campus at Be Free University. Until that time, you guys be blessed, and I'll see you in that land called the land of more than enough. Y'all be blessed.